Hey guys, welcome back to Ancient Crimes, and today I have a few things I want to talk about, one of which Gypsy is covering up the fact that she's endangered her baby, and also about her little dedication that she did to Dee Dee on her unaliving day. So I want to talk about those things. I'm going to start with the post that she did dedicating to Dee Dee. Now, we all know last year she decided to do the little ultrasound of her and the baby, and she chose that date to be, apparently she couldn't choose it. She said it wasn't her fault, it was happened to be booked on that day, and there's no way she can change it. There's no way you can change the date of, getting an ultrasound done. But apparently she couldn't change that date, and it happened to fall on the day of her mother being unalived.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's tasteful. But again, we know that Gypsy loves dates, so to me, I feel like she very much wanted it to be that day. So it can be all about, my baby's first sonogram on the day my mother was unalived. Some big symbolic thing, I'm gonna guess that's what it is. But anyway, so she put up the picture of her and Ken and the little, the sonogram of the baby. And then she did this little post underneath saying, 1 year ago, we saw Aurora for the first time in this sonogram, and my heart has never been the same. She is my light, my joy, my greatest blessing. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. But today also marks 10 years since the death of my mother. A woman known not for love, but for the abuse she inflicted on me. That pain shaped my life in ways that led to tragic choices, consequences, and years we both, capital letters, both can never get back. Both. Well, we know your mother can never get that back. We know your mother can never get that back. You're living your life just fine right now, but we know your mother can never get that back. I won't pretend she was a good person, and I won't pretend I've been perfect either. But Aurora, she represents a new beginning. Hence why you decided to have the sonogram on the same day, because you wanted it to be symbolic. A chance to break every cycle. A chance to raise someone with love, truth, and freedom. A chance to give her a life better than what I had and better than what my past choices. I may carry the past, but she carries my future, and I pray that who she becomes will be greater than who I was, and greater than the woman who came before me. Okay. I get what she's trying to do. She's trying to move on and say, Aurora's her new beginning, which is nice and all, but you're shitting on the person that you unalived. You can't say that the years we both can never get back. You can't say that. Dee Dee can never get any of those years back. She's gone. She's never coming back. You had to have a little time out in prison for what you did, right? That's your consequences. And now you are getting them back in full, completely. You've done a lot to catch up. So, you've got your life back. So you can't really say that. And it's annoying to see you, shit on Dee Dee again and again and again. And I get you've got your storyline that, she was abusive, blah, 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 blah. But you could show a little respect for the fact that this is the one day, this is Dee Dee's, this was the day you took her life. Just a little bit of respect would have been nice to see, instead of just shitting on it. I know you like to take people's days. You like to take Mia's day away from her. You like to take people's days away from them. But it's nice to see if you could just show a little respect on something that is very serious, And it's also the reason that you are infamous. I mean, if it wasn't for your mother, you wouldn't have all the followers that you do have. And you'd have to have a 9-to-5 job just like everybody else. But you don't have to do that because of, the choices you made.
I don't get it. I don't.
So let me know what you guys think of that. Do you think it was tasteful? I don't. I find it to be, you know, just her shitting on somebody again and taking their day as she does. And, you know, it's just sad. I mean, I don't know. The baby's going to grow up knowing that you decided to have her sonogram on the day that you unalived her grandmother. And she is her grandmother. You know, you can't deny that. And I'm curious what Aurora will think when she's an adult. Because I personally wouldn't like that if I found out my mother chose to, you know, celebrate a day that she took somebody's life. I couldn't, I don't know. That wouldn't sit right with me. So I'm curious what Aurora's thoughts would be when she's an adult. I'm just going to say that. So anyway, there's that. So let me know what you guys think of that. I also want to talk about Gypsy deleting and editing posts where she has endangered Aurora. Now this is even more concerning. So she decided to re-upload this video on YouTube, the one where she's like, you know, wanting to take some time for herself. And she says here, this video is dated January 2025. We had to make edits to the video, so it has been re-uploaded. Now, if you look at the video, because I had a look, you can see that something's been cut out. What could that be? She's decided to delete this out of the video and re-upload the video with the diffuser there and some other little item just sitting on the edge. Anything could knock it over and hit the baby on the head. She also deleted another video, her Easter video, where Gypsy's not strapped in. She doesn't have the seatbelt on while Ken is driving, and when Aurora isn't strapped in properly. That video has also been deleted. So, Gypsy, this is concerning. You're covering your tracks. You're covering up the fact that you put your baby's life at risk. And it's just, you know, you literally just said in your post with your, you know, with your mother that, you know, you want to be a better person. You want to break the cycle. You know, you have a chance to break the cycle. You said this, you want a chance to break the cycle, but here you are covering up things. Like, didn't you say your mother did this? How she covered up stuff, you know, changed things, you know, pretended this and that to get money and all that stuff. Like, she did all this to you. And now it looks like you're covering up things to make yourself look better. Because clearly you are aware now. You're clearly aware that you messed up. Right? Let's acknowledge that. You messed up big time by posting these online and showing that, you know, you did the wrong thing. But what you're doing now is now you're covering up the fact that you did that. It's worrying that you're doing that because now it's like, okay, so you're pretending like it's never happened, but is it still happening? You know what I mean? So I'm just worried. Now I know that you're doing cover-ups. So now I'm going to be watching more. That's what happens. People watch more now because now we know you're going to be covering up what you're doing to your baby. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if someone's told you to take these down and edit it or if you've done it yourself. I hope you've done it yourself. I hope you've had enough awareness to do it yourself. I don't know. Or whoever's told you, I hope that they've made you change that baby's room. I'd like to see it. I'm just saying, I'd like to see how the baby's room looks now. Is it safe? That's what I'd like to see, you know. That maybe you can do an update video of the nursery. You know, just show us some improvements that you've made, you know, where you haven't got things on top of the crib that shouldn't be there, that could, you know, hit your baby on the head, because we don't want that. We don't want that baby hurt. No one wants that baby hurt. So that's what I'm hoping to see. Maybe you could do like a little, because you're doing all these little vlogs now being little mummy. So maybe you could do a little vlog of you guys cleaning out Ken's car, you know, getting rid of all that dog hair that's not good for the baby to be around, you know. Show us things that you're doing to improve yourself being a mother, improve, you know, the quality of life for your child. We'd love to see that.
I, for the life of me, don't understand.
Just a little tip. Hope you take it on board. So yeah, I was a bit concerned by that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think she's covering up more things? probably. She has also put out, did you see this? She's put out her little timer again. 2 weeks to go, guys. 2 weeks and she's a free woman. So clearly she's planning a party. I'm curious what's going to happen after that. So in 2 weeks, Gypsy is going to have no one controlling her. She's going to have no one monitoring her. She's free to do whatever she wants. And, you know, honestly, that hasn't stopped her from doing what she wants anyway. But I'm curious what she's going to do and say now. You know, I mean, she said that before, you know. The only thing that's stopping her from really letting loose and, you know, saying what's on her mind is the fact that she's on parole.
Being as I'm on parole right now, I can't do that. But best believe I won't always be on parole.
Once that leash is gone, once that's gone, what are you gonna do? I don't know. I mean, I'll be watching. The world will be watching, Gypsy. We all watch. That's what we do. So that's everything I have to say for today. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think what Gypsy said about Dee Dee on her anniversary was appropriate? Or do you think it was a bit rude? Because that's what I think. And let me know what you guys think about Gypsy covering up her tracks. You know, is there more to it? Could it be even more sinister than what we're thinking? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. And if it's easy, take it home.